Hello, welcome to my home. I'm Jean, and this is Bye Bye Scrammo Loneliness while we're here together and chat and make collage. So the last time we were here, and I think that was video number 14, so I think this one, video number 15, I was working on an Easter collage with you. And boy, did I go all out on the Easter eggs, because I had gotten a circular in the mail and it had a bunch of Easter stuff in it. And I put that little panda in that doorway. And this is a free card that came in the mail. And then I even did more. So here I had the giraffe just down to that far. So I continued the giraffe on this side. And I had an image of a butterfly with the background, and I've got another image here from a travel catalog, and that's my cat. And also, because the giraffe is on very papery paper, you know, it's not shiny, and I want it to stick out more, we can get out our colored pencils, is what I did, and I started making his brown spots browner, kind of filling in up around the face, making the dark spots darker. It's really hard to make the lighter spots lighter, but if you make the dark spots darker, then you get more of a contrast for our giraffe. So I'm going to sign this one as done, and I might send it to one of my niece's little girls. I think they'll like it. And today it's supposed to get up to 77 degrees, and I think it's March 24th, but the sun's not out, so it's not real hot yet. I love it, I love it, I love it. When you love your collages, oh boy, you don't want to send them to anyone. Maybe if you can, make a copy and keep the original for yourself. So I'll add this to our stack, and I think we have like 25 collages since I started doing this in the beginning of January of 2026. Did not know what I was doing whatsoever with the whole video thing and YouTube. So I made lots of practice videos and practice collages, and now I've got like a body of work since the beginning of January of like 25 collages. Some are card size, some are 8 by 10. So I didn't even plan to start another video now, but I had just didn't move from when I did video 14 and finished that collage. So I wonder if I have enough things with me on the couch, and I do all my collages on the couch, comfortable with the pillow back here, and I might readjust myself and you readjust yourself. Got my water. This is just our little community time to feel a little less lonely. So my bag of cards will come in the mail, and what can we pick out to work on? Here's one that's from, I bet it's a Yosemite Conservatory. We use this card. And now I'm going to make it from scratch. Usually I'm a little more prepared when I sit down with you guys. Okay, I said I was happy with my hair in last collage, but obviously I'm not. So I still have, you know, freebie card comes in the mail. I still have a lot of things cut out from the Easter, and not all the things are Eastery. And I have brought over some magazines and stuff in the previous video. So what the heck? Maybe I can cover up the front of this with, I don't know, I kind of like the front of this. Can I do that? Will it fit? Or did I cut something out and mess up my sizing? But that's okay. because I can cover it up with something else. So how about I move the camera down, I tilt it down to my workstation here, and we'll see what we can come up with. And what do I want to talk about? I don't know. Here's the workstation. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Here's my hands here. Here's my hands here. Is it better like that? Okay. I think I'll just make sure that you can all see what I'm doing. All right. All right. And so where's that card? Lost the card already. Okay, I'll find it. Got to be right here somewhere. Ah, there it is. So when I'm sitting here on my own, and we can do this way or this way, and I'm looking through my stuff and I'm thinking, what do I want to put on the front? And I got things like this, but that's sort of like what's already there. And could we make it a little bit like just cut up pieces of things? We could do that. Oh, I have these leaves. These leaves. I really wanted to use these leaves. So I'm going to go for that. And find my glue stick and everything, because I was going to put everything away. But here we are, still here. Ta-da! So how about, I'm just going to glue on the front of here. And then just put all those leaves down. But we'll cover them with stuff. So we'll make our own little world again. And there'll be leaves in the background, even though it's not fall, it's spring. But maybe I can find something springy to add to it. So it'll be very collagey in that it won't exactly look like a world as we know it, but it's going to be the world we build. And isn't that kind of nice, you know, to get out of your own head about what's going on in our world and get into your own little collage world. I think kids especially will understand that. And I hope grown-ups do too. I like kids a lot because they still see things as brand new, and they don't have any, or not a whole lot of judgments depending on how old they are. All right, all right, all right. Look at that. I have a trash can back here, and I'll put that there. So now we have a whole different kind of card. It's got the leaves, and someone's going to say, "Whew, what are you going to put on there?" Well, I'm going to look around, see what I have. Should I put this guy there or this? There's something about this. I guess this little kid was going fishing, but I have another little kid here who I didn't cut off. There must have been something behind here that I wanted. I am married. My husband works from home, and he has his office set up down the basement. And he does whatever he does there. He's a computer guy. That kind of brain, that kind of computer brain is so different than how mine works. And I have to hand it to him, because if I'm doing something on my computer and it goes wrong, I have about a patience of about 3 minutes. And then I'm like, forget it. And he sits there all day. And that's what he does. He fixes things that go wrong. I mean, he's not the IT guy. He does more like programming, I think. But stuff's always going wrong. So have computers really saved us a lot of time? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Life just does what it does. Maybe I'm just going to do the girl part and get rid of whatever this she's holding, which I don't know what she's holding. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm not cutting it all the way to the silhouette. I'm leaving a little space around the body of this person, and going around like this and this. Did I ever tell you guys we lived in the country? Yeah, we lived in a country house. I was there about 18 years, and my husband had been there probably 28. We had we had 2 fireplaces, and in one of them we put one of those wood burning inserts, and we had about 1.5 acres. So it was nice. We had a chicken coop. I mean, it just looked very country-ish. It was very cozy. Now we're in town, and I miss the country, and I miss the rabbits. We would have rabbits in our yard. Foxes came walking through all the time. But I did feel isolated there. We went up over the weekend. There was a little market not far from where we used to live, maybe about 4 miles from where we used to live. There was a house for sale in our old neighborhood, but it looks like it needs a lot of work. And I was like, do I really want to go back up there? I don't know. I think the next place we go would be more community oriented. I don't like the idea of retirement community. That's why when we were co-housing, I liked that idea. But then at the same time, you know, we're getting to the age where we don't want to do a lot of the stuff you have to do to a home. And at co-housing, you had to like volunteer on different teams, landscape team or this team. My husband, when we were at co-housing, he was on the computer team. And sometimes he spent all day Saturday working on stuff that had to do with the computer for the whole community. And I wasn't too happy about that. And then once people knew he knew computer stuff, they wanted, you know, him to come over to their places and fix stuff. I had to put a stop to that. So, I don't know. This is different. This isn't like something I've done before. I don't know what we're going to do with that. And then we have this goat. Maybe I'll put a goat on here. And we'll go through. I still really like this guy. I'm going to cut him out and see what I can do with it. How many minutes are we at? 13 minutes. Nobody watches videos for that long. What do I think? So if any of you guys are living in some kind of community that you really like, put it in the comments. I'm really curious about all the different options out there and what people are liking or not liking or finding new kind of things. I'm probably not going to finish this up with you guys because it does take a while to get this, you know, ready for you. I mean, it could just be this, but I'd like to put more. I would like to have something more for you. Oh, here's a goat that's already out. Put him down there. Maybe she'll be half hanging out, hanging off. And I have the legs and then my cat. But I always put my cat, so you're getting bored of my cat. Maybe this goes there because that kind of matches the leaves. And the goat can go there. And it can be something like that. So let's tilt back up. And what I really miss about our little country house is we were surrounded by farms. And I guess maybe somebody had sold one large parcel of property. So everyone had like 1.5 acres of land, and then the people on the edges, they had maybe 3 acres of land. And that was it. That was their whole, I guess you can call it a community. But when everyone went out to walk their dogs or take a walk, we got to know a whole lot of people. Where around here, it's huge. It's like our street and then a million other streets. And so we know I think we know everybody on our street, but it doesn't have that same feel of knowing everybody. Like our old neighborhood has a Facebook site. So that's my chat. I don't know if it was any good. I'll have to find some more interesting things to talk about. And thanks for coming. And this one wasn't as long, and I'm glad if you hung in there, you hung in there. And I'll finish this collage and show it to you on collage number 16, I think. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.